Oh, hey there, friend. Welcome to today's workout. We are kicking off week 3 with upper body. It is me, Jasper, your favorite compadre to doing the lifting thing. Hopefully you've been doing the first 2 weeks. We've got some data, we've got some ideas around the programming that we're going to be expecting today, as well as how we might improve. I'm going to be spending the next few minutes just talking you through what to expect today, how it might differ from the previous workouts, or indeed, if you're just joining us today, what to expect on the program. I'm also going to highlight in the areas how I'm pushing myself on as an individual, and thus getting a little bit better each week. Let's just talk about equipment first of all. You're going to need access to your dumbbells. You'll see me using a broader range today with the upper body. 5 kilo pair for a small isolation movement, 12.5s, 20 kilos and 30 kilos. As I always say to you, simply do your best with the tools that you have at your disposal. Hopefully there is enough time built into the program that I think about that allows you to change the dumbbells accordingly. And indeed, you can just follow my cues as I change dumbbells and as I talk about whether I'm sticking or twisting with regards to the load selection. So, mobility, prep and prime. Scapular push-up, I'm going with a single arm scapular push-up today. Now that is tough. Scapula being the shoulder blade there, anchors us to all of our upper body work, really important. If you find that kind of stuff challenging, you can stick to 2 arms today. I'm just going to be going with an alternating single arm there to get a little bit of deeper strength work through the shoulder blades, upper back stuff. Glute bridge with reach. Okay, we are going to be using some bridge variations today with the upper body. I'm going to talk about a little bit more about that in a second. So just getting some awareness around that, really, really nice. And to get our overhead position feeling a little more spruced ahead of our power work, you're going to see me hold a very light pair of dumbbells and perform an overhead march for a couple of sets there. Now, we've been doing push press for the last couple of weeks, 2 dumbbells, explosive overhead movement. You can carry on with that, totally fine. I'm going to be introducing the jerk variation today. Now that simply follows the lead of the push press for the most part. As the dumbbell's going up, I'm then going to dip my body underneath to lock the arm out. This allows you to lift heavier weights. It's a little bit more technical because you have to be thinking quickly here. So you can play with both. I invite you to do that. With the jerk, I'm going to be using 1 dumbbell here, simply to help me wrap my head around that and to encourage you to do the same. Because we've got those every 90-second windows and we're only going to be doing 3 to 5 reps more than likely here. You could do a ceiling of 8 maybe for the first set of your push press. But if you're going to be joining me here and you're going to be pushing some challenging loads for this explosive work, I recommend sticking to 3 to 5, maybe 6. So with that jerk, I'll be doing sort of 5 reps a side. Gives me plenty of time to rest and recover, like I said, as well as just finding it easier to coordinate, not having to manage as much total weight overhead, because I'll just be doing one side at a time, you know what I mean? Coming into that foundation alternating EMOM, we're going to be doing those 4 sets, all right? Quick work. For what is otherwise heavier compound stuff. Like you'll see on the screen, I prompt you to start light and build as the waves go on. I'll be sort of starting moderate, depending on the exercise, and then building that heavier volume towards the end. Yes, it's quite taxing. We've got those shorter sort of 10 to 15 second windows to rotate between movements. Firearm helicopter is on the move again, I see. He'll be coming back around as we get our pump on today. Don't you worry about him. We were doing the glute bridge bench press last time, on for the glute bridge floor press, on from just the regular floor press to increase that range of motion. If you have access to your bench today, bench, chair, sofa, couch, anywhere you've been doing these elevated movements, we can elevate just our upper back on it, maintaining a bridge position for the lower body, and thus making a harder base position and allowing more range of motion through the chest. If you think that's going to be finicky today, you can simply stick to the floor glute bridge position. It's just when it comes to that, you're going to see me elevate myself, just the upper back that is. And I say that because whilst you're seeing me use a gym bench, you can be using anything that can support your weight, that you're happy supporting your upper back on, all right? Tougher move, but that's the name of the game, right? Bent over row is becoming a top-down row, so what I'm going to be encouraging you to do there is pull the weight back a little bit from your typical bent over row as we hold 1 at the top and the other 1 rows, okay? Nice variation there, but it requires a bit more strength to maintain that top position, so I'm going to be going a little bit lighter than the typical bent over row. Yes, we are sticking to our Arnold press there. You're going to see me push this a little bit by using some drop sets, so I'm going to be going heavier for that first half of that sort of 60-second window. And then when I cook out, dropping down to the lighter ones. Whereas the previous weeks, I was either just doing a heavy set or then just a lighter set. This allows me just to perhaps work a little bit longer. Bent over fly will remain the same with the light dumbbells here. curl and partials. Okay, I'll prompt that on screen. That's something I sprinkled in last week, but it allows you just to push past your conventional failure, which is to say when you can no longer do the full curls, just do the length and range of motion. All right, allows us to really push our stimulus up a notch there by just doing the lengthened part. Tough, unpleasant stuff, but really great for adaptive stimulus. Pike push-up. Now, again, tough relative body weight strength move there. You could be sticking to the beast, which is like the floating all fours position, into then the down dog pike position. All right, so if you've been doing that the last couple of weeks, building your strength and confidence there, cool. Otherwise, we can be playing with what I'll be doing, which is a full pike push-up. You could go with the negative only and then reset, or the full reps. Challenging but rewarding move for us there. Single arm floor fly. Now we've noticed we've turned into single arm because typically floor flies you don't get as good a stretch. Okay, you're very welcome to do that if it feels better. This is tougher because we are rotating that torso away from the working arm to allow us to pre-stretch the chest tissues, which is what we're going to be looking to focus on today. It might look a little kooky, but it's just a really nice example of how you can manipulate base positions to get the most out of a movement, even if you are just working with your dumbbells on the floor in this instance. Skull crusher with a close grip press drop set. Now that's optional. Again, with the EMOM format, it's not loads of time to work, 40-45 seconds, but if you are using maybe a heavier weight that you can't do the full kind of set for and you find that you're having to rest a little bit quicker, you can simply, once you can't do any more extensions, bring the dumbbells close together and just perform a press drop set. Another way to push up our intensity a little bit here in week 3. That is all for me. I'm excited to get this one done with y'all. Otherwise, I'll see you on the mat, and let's have a fine old time together. Well, here we are. As discussed in my illustrious opening video, scapular push-up or alternating single arm, which is what I'm going to be doing here. Okay, so elbow locked, just the shoulder blade moving. Push-up position. Again, create as much range. Think retraction, protraction. Retraction, protraction.
Halfway there. Seconds. Rest.
Oh yeah. Ain't no filler in here, y'all. Always a chance to get strong. Okay, glute bridge with an alternating crossbody reach here. So, I'm coming up, tap the floor, and down.
Seconds. Rest.
Groovy schmoozhy. I'm going to get my light dumbbells here. I'm going to lock them out overhead. And I'm going to do just a nice, gentle, high march. So keep the ribs down, a nice sort of mid-brace. Try to keep things stable. So many choppers on patrol today. when we're out here with these unlicensed firearms, taking risks to become legendary. It's a unique brand of humor, I understand. All right, back from the top with your scapular work.
Round 4. Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
All right. Bridgie reach, bridgie reach. Oh. Perfect weather today.
Round 5. Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
And overhead march.
Last round. Halfway there. Ten seconds. Rest.
Now, whilst I'm here with these little guys, let me discuss with you the options that I outlined before. We've been doing the dual dumbbell push press, so nice dip, explode the weight overhead. If you would like to join me today, I'm going to be going with a push jerk, where
Rest.
we're essentially doing one at a time. We're going to dip. That's your usual push press. This time, as the weight's going up, you do a dip to lock the arm out underneath. Okay, so it's part of that sort of Olympic lifting spectrum that does allow you to lift heavier because you're not relying on just pure strength to lock it out, as well as that momentum from the legs. You have to push and then speed under it to lock it out. It's fun, it's satisfying when you get it right. I'm going to be doing 5 per side here, which will give me ample time for the rest of the 90 seconds to rest and go again. So I'm starting with my 20 here, go 5 left, 5 right. Yeah, I'm excited. I used to do quite a bit of Olympic lifting, and it's been a long time, so it's fun being able to work these in with you guys. Okay. So wherever we're at, dumbbell at the shoulder, big legs. There it is. Dip, dip. So it's that double dip. Oh, look at that transition. Great, just under a minute rest for me there. Now you'll notice, if you are doing that one with me, it makes the weight feel so much lighter, in theory, because you just, when you quickly lock it out, you're essentially being more efficient. So, naturally I'm reaching for Big Bertha here. A lot of action here in London town. Goodness gracious me, hopefully they're not looking for us. I'm going to, excuse me, try to stick to 5 apiece on this push jerk. Push jerk.
10 seconds.
Okay, yes indeedy.
Round 2.
Ah, yes. Oh yeah. Fun, you know? Just connects. Excuse me. I hear your voice. It's like an angel crying. I'll stop there, I promise. Catchy as it might be. Oh, what a fine day indeed. I hope you can stay the same wherever you are. Oh yes, tremendous, as they say. Okay, so,
Halfway there.
as discussed, we got a minute 45 seconds rest. How great is that? As I talk you through either the glute bridge press, so a bridge position like we did at the start, holding that, controlling the elbows to the floor, pressing on up. However, as promised, fresh variations. We are going to come in with, tell you what actually, I'm going to pop myself right there. And then, we're here.
10 seconds.
And then just notice, even if you're using something obviously wider than my bench, you'll still be able to get a bit more clearance on those elbows.
Rest.
Yes, you've got to stabilize some more. This is more of a range of motion thing, whilst also bringing the rest of the body into play as one connected unit. That being said, just do the version that allows you to work hard here, you know what I mean? And then the top down row will be alternating. All right, so fresh challenge for us there. I'm gonna kick off with the 20s for both of these. That'll probably be as hard as it gets for me with the top down row. The setup on this one is the bit that can get the most fiddly. Anything else to say? No. I'm going to start from the floor. Dumbbells up on the legs. Bridge up. Rock and roll. Slow to the bottom. Big stretch and press. I'm going to work for around 40, 45 seconds. Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go indeed.
Halfway there.
Perfect. Serving as a nice prime move. I like the way it feels. I like the stock. Now let's give this a good old gozy.
10 seconds.
I will be going heavier on the next set, so I'm going to be cognizant of that. I'm not going to be afraid of stopping this row short if it gets tough quickly.
Round 2. Halfway there.
Perfect. I think I did 10. That felt good. Remember, save some juice. Save some juice. Lots of sets here. Alright, let's see if we can get a tune. Get a tune out of these trombones. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Halfway there.
So you see there, stopping at 30 seconds, because that's already heavy and tough for me. Typically I'd work longer with the bridge press, but as that's a tougher variation, more range, more stress for the tissues, that was perfect.
10 seconds.
Okay. Let's close out the first half here. Look at us go.
Round 4.
Really hugging that shoulder blade and elbow into the body. Ooh. Spice melange. Spice melange. Alright, penultimate here. Depending on how tough you've been finding those first two sets, we could maybe getting a little more uncomfortable here.
10 seconds.
Just 2 more sets of these movements. Yep. Yep. Goodness me. I like it though. Look at us. Getting so much out of so little. All right.
Seconds.
Very nice.
Round 6.
Oh, he didn't even make it halfway. Toasted. Toasted. I'll try and push that on the last one. No promises. Oh, yes.
10 seconds.
I hear you. I do hear you.
Round 7.
All right, come on, last one. Oh no, the sweat's in my eye. I can't see.
Halfway there.
That was unpleasant. And what's great about that is I know next week, I got some room to make up there to see some signs of progress,
10 seconds.
as I was only making it to like 30 seconds with that weight. Food for thought. Okay,
Round 8. Last round.
I hear you. Oh my God. Right, well, let's never do that again. At least today. Ooh. Keep working if you're working. I admire you. Admire you greatly. While daring greatly. While daring greatly. Okay.
Rest.
Now bearing in mind, depending on what your seated platform is like, you could do any of these moves standing or bent over in the context of the fly. I'm sticking to my seating alternating Arnold. We'll be changing up the base flavors of pressing variations as the program chunks go on. Right now we're just focusing on working hard in a position that should be stable and comfortable. Like I said, I'm going to start heavy here with the Arnolds, even if my shoulders are already toasted. Maybe drop to the 12.5s to help me push on these longer work windows. 60 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest time in between movements. So it's an opportunity to work for a long time and a good time.
10 seconds.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. And we're away.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Gravity already feels heavy.
Halfway there.
All right. Luckily, I was prepared for such a catastrophic failure. Drop sets, yes.
10 seconds.
Ooh, sizzle sticks.
Rest.
All right, what are we doing here? Yes. Curls. Nope, not curls. Take it back. Bent over fly. So you, like I said, you can either do this bent over, or like I'm doing in this kind of 45-degree seated hinge position. Knuckles are forward. Resist the urge to shrug like that, or to bend the elbow. Keep it long. Think about scraping your pinkies up the side of the walls next to you.
Round 2.
control that bottom motion. Because it's not a huge range of motion, let's really own the middle and bottom stretch.
Halfway there.
Oh, gee, Isa. Yeah, keep the juice flowing, even if you don't get quite as high.
10 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Rest.
The juice is loose. Right, palms forward, curls. Make sure you fully open the elbow. And then if you can't do any more, I'm just going to do those partials to burn on out. Cook. Let them cook.
Round 3. Halfway there. Ten seconds.
Oh, man.
Rest.
Okay. Business time. One more round of all of that. I'm sure I'll barely be able to do the Arnolds now with those 20s. But a boy can dream, and a boy can drop set. Oh, that felt really good. Wow. Oh my god.
Round 4.
That lefty seems particularly distraught. Let's try another, come on.
Halfway there.
You steady on.
10 seconds.
Oh yeah.
Rest.
Well, I can tell I worked harder today than I did last week. Doing away with the heavies. Don't need those anymore. All right.
Round 5. seconds.
Oh no.
Rest.
The quarterback is toast. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Once more onto the bicep, dear friends.
Last round. Halfway there.
Jesus. Alright, it's partials all the way home.
10 seconds.
Nope.
Rest.
No. Just no. Right. Our last EMOM here. Six-minute EMOM has become a 9-minute EMOM because of working that extra single arm jobby. No, it's not 9, it's 8. The math didn't math there. Okay. So as discussed, our bodyweight position here could either be floating knee, so beast, to the down dog press, yeah, or stay in that piked position and do the push-up like I'm going to. Last week, I did mostly full reps in the first round, and then the second round I had to switch to lowering only because, understandably, these puppies were totally cooked. And then we got those nice rotated floor flies
10 seconds.
and skull crushers. Jolly good. Okay, choose your variation wisely
Let's go.
and let's get to work.
Halfway there.
Halfway. Okay, well, I'm smoked. I've worked hard, alright? Maybe I will do the negatives to finish on the last one. So, standard floor position,
10 seconds.
but I'm then turning my body sideways to give me more range through the chest. Light to moderate dumbbell, soft bend in the elbow, and just open towards the floor. Maybe you go all the way to the floor, maybe not. Either way, should be nice. Effective range of motion there to capture that long stretch.
Halfway there.
Okay, that was a good sort of 12. Whoosh. Oh yeah.
10 seconds.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Round 3. Halfway there.
Now, oopsie.
10 seconds.
Skull crusher, if you get toasted pretty quick here because the tries will be fried, you can do a close grip press. Alright. Keep the elbows pointed towards your feet. Control the dumbbells to the side of the head. Big stretch in the triceps. Press. You can play with a neutral grip if you want, or pronated if it feels better.
Halfway there.
Okay.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Alright, last to the pikes.
Round 5.
Oh, we're tired, aren't we? Oh my god, golly gosh. Nope. I'm just going to go with eccentric only to
Halfway there.
finish here. One more. Tough cookies.
10 seconds. Round 6.
Oh man. Oof. Oh, come on.
Halfway there.
No wonder loads of you are requesting music. I am toast. The ambience here is a little less than inspiring. You and me together, star. Heard some Robin today. I love Robin. You and me together.
Round 7.
Oh, come on. It's not funny anymore.
Halfway there.
Yeah. I guess honks have to sound slightly disturbing. They can't be like a do-diddle-do-do kind of thing, because that would probably get more annoying. And you're supposed to be getting people's attention, but it just feels so angry, you know?
Round 8. Last round.
All right, this is our last set of the day, my friend. So let's do what we need to do to torch the place. Oh my golly gosh. There's a spider literally
Halfway there.
descending above my head from its web. I'm toast. I'm gonna go close grip finish.
10 seconds.
Fuck.
Well done.
Well, another understatement there, but I hope, like me, that was a really rewarding session for you. Some fresh variations, building on our foundations. Just really good, connected stuff. Remember, if you're new around here, please introduce yourself to me. Let me know how you're doing, what's going on. It's been a gas. This hero legend is uniting us in a way I don't think I've seen before, and that's fun. I'm gonna see you in a couple of days for week 3 lower body. And in the meantime, you know where to find me if there's anything you need. All right? Be well, my friend.